Hey guys, what's going on? So today we are talking about my 5th 6-star and the best 3-star in the game, at least according to my top 10 list, but who knows, could be a little bit biased. That is Falconer Kluri. She is actually quite awesome. You know what else is awesome? Today's sponsor, The War of Genesis. The War of Genesis is the ultimate mobile strategy MMORPG. With awesome machina, a steampunk design, cool unique heroes with professional voice actors, with the ability to earn more than 20 guaranteed hero summons as you level. There's an upgradable airship, a story mode, guild battles, and lots of real-time PvP in the overworld. Pre-register now for lots of in-game rewards, including a free 4-star hero. Links are in the description down below. Alright, so today we're taking a deeper look at Kluri. I did sort of go over the basics when I introduced her in my top 10 video, placing her at rank 1, but I didn't really talk about her post-awakening potential. You see, awakened heroes gain this skill tree here, and you can get a lot of bonus stats through this skill tree. Since we only got Falconer Kluri like 2 days ago, we haven't done a lot with it. Mainly the bottleneck, of course, here is going to be these greater life runes, and the life runes only come once a week besides the weekends. Actually, it should be open today since it is Saturday. At least it's Saturday as recording. Could be Monday or who knows. Yeah, indeed, we got all open today, so I'm definitely going to be spamming that a lot today to get more of those runes. But yeah, basically, I just wanted to talk about Kluri because she is regarded as one of the best, if not the best, free-to-play hero, and most likely like the best 3-star. I mean, there are some really good 4-stars and also some other really good 3-stars like Lorena, but I would have to say she's probably the best 3-star, period, especially once you get that awakening. So her second skill, Flurry Attack, this is the skill that got upgraded when she went to Falconer mode, okay? And the thing that changed with that is she now has a pretty high chance, 80%, which I believe can also go to 100% through her skill enhance, to dispel all buffs. This can be super useful in a lot of situations where the boss you're fighting has a lot of buffs. And then besides that, you know, you have an up to 100% chance to provoke and decrease defense for 2 turns on a 4-turn cooldown. So that is a pretty powerful attack there. Also, apologies, this is her 3rd skill, not her 2nd. Her 2nd is in fact a passive. And while her passive only does heal herself, again, when we go into Awaken and Skill Tree, you can see here that with this rune, she will also heal all allies by 2%. So I know 2% isn't a lot, but I've already been in instances where 2% actually made the difference. Having Kluri in my team and one of my units has an unseeable amount of health. That is about 2%, okay? So if she wasn't healing that 2%, they would have died. Plus it's free passive healing, doesn't use a skill, it's just there. So I think that's really good. And then over here, this is my next target. We got the 5, 10, 10% chance at that dispel. Once that's maxed out, it will be 100% chance to dispel. Of course, like every other sort of debuff or anything like that, I guess they can resist it, but hey, they can resist pretty much everything. Of course, taking a look at her 3rd skill again, you can spend 20 souls to ignore effect resistance, making those 3 things happen whether they like it or not. Of course, we would need to skill it, enhance it one more time to get that actually 100% chance there, but that's just a matter of time till I get those circuit board things. So yeah, I went ahead and gave her Arius. She initially had Elber's Ritual Sword, which is a chance to counterattack, which I mean would be good for her since she does get combat readiness on the counterattack. But in harder content, I think it would be better to keep your squishies alive when she's taking 13% of the damage, which can go up quite a bit more if I had something to actually raise those cards with, but I don't right now. She isn't super tanky herself, as you can see. Like, my Destina is way tankier than she is. So if she could wear Arius, I'd probably give that to her instead. But Kluri isn't going to be the one in the front line, it's going to be Destina and she'll be off to the side. But she's still tankier than, say, Sid, you know? And she has quite a bit of levels still to go with her gear. So we could get her some more health through that. So as you can see, I went ahead and went with the speed and effectiveness set. But then I got a ton of effectiveness through substats. So she's at 71% now, which is probably a little bit overkill, but whatever. I might switch out the effectiveness set at one point if I find a better ring. I mean, that's a decent ring right there. Health percent, you know, 10% effectiveness there, 14 on the necklace, 16 on the sword. But regardless, so yeah, she's all around really quite good. Taking a look at her other runes, like over here on plus 12, we got some speed buff. I think we have another speed buff here, yeah. Once you max out this, you can increase a random ally's combat readiness by 10%, guaranteed when using light step, which is her basic attack. So maybe once I max that out, I could think about giving her Elbrus Ritual Sword again, because then she could counterattack, technically using Light Step and increasing someone's combat readiness. That could be a pretty good combo there. Lots of possibilities. Here we have a 15% chance to get an extra turn at the end of her turn. I mean, this is the equivalent to that Thief artifact, the best Thief artifact in the game, people say, you know? Just from a rune. That's pretty crazy. Extra combat readiness on Light Step. Extra damage proportional to defense. I didn't really go with this because mine's not doing much damage anyway, so I was like, eh. And a little bit more defense here, which, you know, it's not that much defense, so whatever. So nearly all the runes are very, very good, you know? I would probably ignore like the little stat runes, but like everything else is so good. Combat readiness, extra turn. This one's crazy actually when I think about it. But enough talking about her and what she does. Let's actually try her somewhere. I heard she's actually better suited to your defense team rather than your offensive team, because I think on offense you want more like damage dealers and not tanks. Master 5. You know, that's freaking low. It's just, I don't like Arena all that much, probably because I don't really get it. I have also been raising Yuna. I don't have anything for her. I actually didn't do anything besides level her to 50, but I did kind of want to try her, Kluri, Lorena, and Destina on Abyss floor. It would probably take a while, considering there's only going to be like one doing damage, but we can try floor 54 with perhaps this team. The bad thing about this team is that there's not really any AoE, and I would kind of need that for Assassin Koli's stealth. So what I could do is get Kiris in there. She has a bit of AoE. On her second skill, I believe. Plus that poison, it's just that she is very weak, and if one mushroom explodes on her, it's pretty much GG. Let's give it a try. She goes first. She is quite fast, especially for a tank. And we can already go ahead and try and check out her third skill here. It has a pretty nice animation as well. Kaboom. And you can see, provoke and defense break. Leave Lorena alone, damn. Lorena did take a little bit less damage than she would have. As you see, Kluri has a bit taken off from her that she took from Lorena because of Arius. They went for Kiris. Thank you. Again, the mushroom went for Kiris. The mushroom did go for Kiris again, but for some reason she didn't die, so I'll take it. Alright, so my plan for this stage is to get rid of the crystal first. Not too sure if it's worth it trying to provoke the crystal or anything using the third skill because it's going like right next. But it is a 2-turn defense down, so hopefully it lands and we can get some other good attacks on it if it didn't resist. If it didn't resist, regardless, I'm pretty sure the crystal heals, and that's no good, so let's get rid of it first. Got the 3 poison stacks, that's good. Koli is stealth, so we're going to be doing an AoE, and as you can see, she is no longer stealthed. Okay, well the bad thing about that is Kiris has a 3-turn cooldown. I could use my Guardian as an AoE as well, and she has her ultimate ready, so maybe I should have just waited. You know, that was probably a mistake on my part, but yeah. Better safe than sorry. Let's go ahead and use it. So we're going to be focusing on like Purgus now, I guess, and then we're probably going to ignore Kluri. I heard this as a tip from one of my commenters when I first tried to do this, like 2 weeks ago. No, that's bad. Well, thankfully she's going for Destina. And oh, but she's silenced. That's also not good. She got the attack buff anyway, even though I thought I would remove stealth with the AoE. It removed it at the beginning of her turn, but she still got the attack buff anyway. Thankfully, again, though, she did go for Destina, so that was kind of lucky because Destina could survive it. She is stealthed again. Guess we're going to go ahead and use this because she will have her ultimate, like, in 1 turn after she'll be unstealthed. So hopefully she just doesn't stealth herself again. Oh, now all 4 are stunned. I'm not sure if that was just, like, really bad luck or what. And now she's provoked. Can you please leave me alone? Okay, but Purgus is gone. It's just Koli now, but Koli, I mean, everyone's at pretty low health, so, yeah. I would need 1 turn for Destina where I can actually control her. That would be excellent. Well, we'll probably have to kill Kluri as well since she is stealthed again. Okay, now Destina's probably dead. Okay, maybe in another few weeks. I don't really know what I'm missing there. Yeah, I just don't get it. Like, yeah, I mean, maybe something like this to dispel the debuffs for Destina. I don't know, it's just like, it's too much RNG there because you get just stunned over and over or provoked or silenced or whatever. I couldn't use Destina for 6 turns straight and like she's the one that heals, so I don't know. that wasn't a very good demonstration of Falconer Kluri's abilities, unfortunately. She's apparently good everywhere, just I guess not in my team. But yeah, in the case of that battle, it just came down to not being able to control my healer, I guess. So perhaps I could change around the artifacts, perhaps find a way to give her more effect resistance, since I believe that is quite important for a healer. But I mean, at 25%, she should have avoided at least one, so I could control her a little bit at one point, but that didn't happen, unfortunately. Could have been bad RNG. Could be I maybe need to mess around with her artifacts. This isn't actually a super great one, to be honest. So I could try Magahara's Tome. She's super slow and that would probably help her. She does have 2 non-attack skills. I could experiment with this as well. It's just kind of hard experimenting because to actually experiment you need to raise them and I have nothing to raise them, so I'm kind of in a stuck loop there. But regardless, you can drop your thoughts in the comments down below. Leaving a like if you happen to enjoy is always greatly appreciated as well. Thanks, as always, for watching, and until next time.